Why should people be worried about these kind of products?
Seed oils are one of the most unhealthy ingredients that we have in food. They are associated with all kinds of very, very serious illnesses, including body-wide inflammation.
Right.
Which affects all of our health. It's one of the worst things you can eat, and it's almost impossible to avoid. If you eat any processed food, you're going to be eating seed oil.
So he claims that seed oils like sunflower, soybean, and canola cause body-wide inflammation. But what is he basing that on? We have numerous randomized controlled trials where people are fed seed oils and their inflammatory markers are measured, and they have not identified any rise in inflammation. So when somebody claims that seed oils cause inflammation, it's very clear they've never actually looked at the research. And he also states that seed oils are associated with a number of illnesses, and that's technically correct, but not in the way that he meant it. Higher intake of polyunsaturated fats, primarily from these oils, has been shown to lower the risk of cardiovascular disease in randomized controlled trials compared to saturated fat in things like butter. And this is also supported by large-scale observational studies. And rather than looking at overall polyunsaturated fat intake, we can actually look at research on specific oils. And replacing butter with canola oil is associated with a lower risk of total cardiovascular, cardiometabolic, and respiratory disease mortality. And we also have research looking at the levels of linoleic acid in the human body, which is the primary polyunsaturated fat found in many of these oils, and higher levels are associated with better long-term health, including a lower risk of total cardiovascular and cancer mortality. But one more thing, he rightly claims that seed oils are prevalent in processed foods and uses that to suggest that they are the reason or one of the main reasons why some of those foods are not healthy. That would be like saying water is unhealthy because it's the main ingredient in Coca-Cola. In that case, water is a bystander and it's the rapid consumption of a large dose of sugar and added calories that are the problem. And similarly, when we look at seed oils outside of the context of calorie-dense ultra-processed foods with all of their added flavorings and salt, if anything, seed oils are beneficial. So if we were to snap our fingers and replace all of the seed oils in processed foods with butter, we'd likely be even worse off.